What's up, gang? Welcome back to another trade recap. Um, Today, not really sure what happened, but I think we learned from it here, and it's a good learning lesson. So let's just get right into it. Real quick, today my bias was bearish, not 100% bearish. And what confirmed that was the wick up here pre-market. This wick right there. I'm not sure if you can necessarily call this an SMT. That's what I was kind of thinking about earlier. I was like, I don't know if this is actually like an SMT, but this high to this high, this high to this low. Is that an SMT? I'm not necessarily sure. I don't know. I might have to ask the Discord. We'll see. Um, Anyways, I had a hard time managing my positions today. Um, I've been using market orders the whole time, which only allows me to have one stop loss. So I'm gonna switch to limit orders so I can have multiple stop losses. And I try to do that. I try to have a stop at London, and then once it hit, it exited out my entire position, and then I couldn't get back in the trade because of this BS. But that would have just hurt me, as you can see here. I would have gotten stopped out and actually lost money. If that happened. So good thing this freaking daily lockout is here. Um, so, real quick, the moves that have been happening the past 2 days, I think I talked about it yesterday. The moves that have been happening past couple of days, you had to catch really, really fast, and you pretty much could only catch on the 1 minute of like 30 or 15-second entries. Like to be able to actually play the whole, be able to play the time frame, that's it. And I don't do that. I like to catch kind of like the whole New York Open morning move, like the main move of the day. I don't really like to do those little, like low time frame entries and exits because I like my daily bias to line with that. When you get so super small like that, it's hard to tell. So, like I said, I thought we had the SMT and this was leading, and ES was the lagging index, and Q was the leading index. So I wasn't looking to trade here. So right after market open, we came right into this inverse fair value gap, and I kind of thought we were going to run through it because I'm not used to seeing this. This happens rarely, but when it does happen, it's really, really good, and that's when I can enter. So, bam, got in, entered off the dick handle the downside right here. That confirmed that we were having liquidity to the downside. Bam, entered. Um, Technically, if you look at this, what happened in Q? So NQ, we already kind of like we're kind of like ranging all up here, and London session highs were like already taken out, right? So then what was left? The Asian session highs, right? Just these. Asian session lows were the only ones that were here, right? Let's look at here. We have one draw, major draw here, and we have two major draws here. Would it be possible to go down to hit and take out this one and this one? Yes, but is it likely going to happen? No. So this is where the multiple stop losses are important because you cannot take this trade right here. This trade's bullshit. You cannot take not even a 1 RR trade. So what you need to have is you need to have a stop, a limit here. You need to have a limit at this sell side, low resistance liquidity. You have a one here and one here. And as soon as your first one hits, so bam, one session gets swept. As soon as this one hits, move your stop to break even. That simple. Move your stop to break even right there. So that way you're not going to lose anything. Now I am up $166, but that was because my 6 contracts got out right here, and that's all I was up. So technically it was a winning day. Technically it was like straight up a winning day. This is just all I profits I can get because I'm not willing to risk more contracts on a 1RR, right? Could I, if I fit now tomorrow and if I'm going forward, I am gonna have this lot stuff and the contracts figured out to where, bam, this would hit for another $100. So then it would be up like $250, right? And that's just how we're gonna work our way up profits. And like I said, the moves Monday, Tuesday, they've like Monday, Tuesday were literally the exact same. It was a major move to the upside, major move to the downside. Today was the first time we actually had to tap into a gap, got out of it. This is 100% my strategy. I like to usually get in at 950. However, today I knew if I didn't get in off this play, I wasn't going to get in at all. We were going to run back down to the profit, and I knew it wasn't going to get in. So today I knew it was important for me to get in on right when I got in. So that's kind of my thoughts today. I've been slacking with the trade recaps here for a while, and I really just want to get my thoughts out just like this. Really broad, explain things very thorough, because today was a huge learning lesson. Because I do feel like I'm on that kind of like just that track, right? The track to profitability, and I do feel like I'm very close. However, it's little things like this that we need to learn from, and I think we're finally in profit on the eval, and I think that we can do this, and two winning days in a row, and I think that we're very close. A little bit weird today with how things were, just because these indexes were so like drastically different today. That was just a little bit different. Like you can see, like these things are just really different. So I'm also gonna be journaling this. I know I've slacked on that. Trading journal. I know I've slacked with this in the past. Man, I haven't done that since in like 3 months. Wow. So, we're going to continue with this. Maybe make this a little bit better. I don't know. Lost a lot of money here. This is when I was in Florida. So, yeah, we're going to continue with this. And, yeah. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully it can be a good trading day. News-wise, I don't think we have anything crazy. No, we do. PMI. Okay, tomorrow's going to be rough. Looks like we're not going to be trading until after 9:45 tomorrow. So tomorrow we cannot trade until 9:50. 100%. I'm not going to do it. PMI is probably going price manufacturers index. This is probably going to be bearish. Probably because of the tariffs. Probably going to be bearish, but we'll see. Yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. See ya.